I want to just bring you to the story that kind of brought us to our title of our stream today. And it's a piece from Sam Wallace in The Telegraph. And if you were joined us earlier on, you probably know where I'm going with this one. So the piece said, the wisdom remains that Trent Alexander-Arnold will leave, while Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk will extend up to 2 years. Now, I don't know if this is guesswork from Sam, and he's trying to just basically say, this is what people think is going to happen, or maybe if he knows something. I don't know. But he goes on to say, Virgil van Dijk may well become the best paid centre-back in world football. European football. World football, same thing. Certainly, Salah's renewal would exceed most contracts for strikers. Actually, do you know what? It doesn't. He's right to say European football, because I forgot that the Saudi League existed, and who knows what some of those lads are on. But Virgil van Dijk may well become the best paid centre-half in European football, and Sam said certainly Salah's contract renewal would exceed most contracts for strikers apart from Erling Haaland. But interestingly, Salah's not a striker. He's a wide player. But I get where they're coming from on that one. Do you think the Telegraph report is credible? I really don't know, Mihail. I don't know if Sam is talking about what people expect to happen, or if maybe there's something that Sam knows that he thinks we're going to see this. I agree that, you know, if you were to guess right now, what he said would probably be what a lot of people would guess. That the club will 2-year deal, maybe with an option for Virgil and Mo. And the perceived wisdom or thought process is probably as well that Trent leaves for Madrid. But I don't know. Only Sam will know what he meant when he wrote it. In your opinion, how possible is it that VVD and Salah both leave in the summer? You'd have to be an idiot, wouldn't you, to not get them signed up. And I mean that sincerely. Make an argument as to why you wouldn't give them a new deal. There isn't really one, is there? You can only talk about hypotheticals. So you could only say that hypothetically, you're worried they'll fall off. But we're not supposed to deal in hypotheticals as a club, right? We're supposed to deal in facts and statistics. And the statistics are showing that these two men are absolutely fantastic. So pay them and stop embarrassing us as a fan base, because it's a joke that they haven't been given contracts that are suitable. So I hope Sam Wallace is right, and I hope the piece about 2-year deals and both of them getting a nice pay is right, because they deserve it. They've earned it. Not for what they've done in the past, for what they're doing right now. And that's the important part. You know, and the counter argument is going to be, well, look at what happened to Ozil, Aubameyang. But Mohamed Salah ain't Ozil or Aubameyang. Mohamed Salah is playing for legacy. He's playing for records. He's playing for the record books. He is not going to do an Ozil. Because if it was a money-motivated thing for Mo, he could get more elsewhere. Let's be honest about that. So, get it done. Stop with the silliness. We need to get the contract sorted, because they deserve it more than anything else. They deserve it. Are FSG so cheap they won't offer contracts? It's believed that, look, we know that there's been offers to everyone. We've got confirmation of that. But the offers haven't been ones yet that have tempted the players to sign them. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Rain said, praying that Hughes is just waiting for the end of the season to get all the contracts done. Maybe players are waiting to leverage. Look, if they've gambled on seeing that the players get on to leverage it, they're going to have to pay more money. Because the smart move would have been to get them tied up a long time ago when maybe a cheaper option was available. Because right now they've picked a time where Mo's having his best ever season, and Virgil's statistically one of, if not the best centre-back in Europe. So if I'm their agent sitting in there now, the price is going up by the day. So I just hope it gets sorted out, like you've said. Do you think FSG are extremely cheap and won't give them the money they want? Well, I think everybody knows I think FSG are extremely cheap. Whatever else I think or you think, the fact of the matter is, like I've said many times, we knew this situation was coming when Richard Hughes came into the job. And every journalist, publication wrote about the contract renewals being his top priority, number one on his inbox and his to-do list. And again, here we are in late February, March, April, May, June, bye-bye. And nothing's been sorted. So for me to sit here as a fan and say anything other than this is a piss take, I think I'm being fair. people can lay the finger of blame where they want to do it. But I just don't see enough pushback on that. So where's the... Alright, how do I say this without getting myself in a whole load of more trouble? To all the journalists that wrote about the contract situation in June, July, when Hughes and Edwards came back to the club, and everybody saying it was the first thing to do in their inbox and acknowledging that it was number one priority, I find it, as a fan, very strange that these same journalists that said what we were all thinking, and they were right to say it, that all of a sudden now, late February, that there's no pushback, that there's no call from them to the club to get it done, that there's no what on earth is going on, what he is doing, this is embarrassing, it's lack of respect. Like, all the stuff that is all common sense stuff for us fans, I'd like to see that put into the media, because they should be questioned about the contract situations, because it's a piss take. You know, other big clubs have done it. Bayern Munich just done Alphonso Davies, Jamal Musiala and Manuel Neuer. Done. But we haven't, and I think it's right for us as fans to ask why. I don't know what you were smoking, sir, but you need to bring it back to the shop and ask for a refund. Imagine saying, I'm sorry, but VVD is cooked, new blood needed in the summer. Did you not watch the game today? I can only assume you're trying to troll us, because VVD and Canade were absolutely imperious today. Incredible. So I can't even take your comment seriously because it was so weird. It was a brilliant performance. Is Salah a bigger club legend than Gerrard? Oh, do you know, nobody will ever pass Steven Gerrard for me in my lifetime, because he's the guy I idolised, you know, when I was coming, you know, when I was growing up as a man. Stevie was the guy I idolised. And I have him so hero worshipped that nobody can pass Stevie for me. And I think it's when you fall in love with football, and whatever player made you fall in love will always have that place in your heart. So to a younger generation, Mohamed Salah will probably rightly be the best player they've ever seen play for Liverpool. But I don't know if anyone's pushing Stevie out for me, because Steven Gerrard was just everything. He was the complete footballer. Had it all. Pace at times when he needed it. Power. The bottle. The desire. The heart. The leadership. Everything. He could grab a game on his own by the scruff of the neck and drag Liverpool over the line. And he's a hero to me. So I can only say nobody will ever pass Stevie in my eyes. But, you know, I'm not saying I'm right.